been?
Hopefully, I want to just going through it.
No rush. What's going on?
Amazing game of football, Mel.
It was great, Steve. The effort from both sides was fantastic. Desire, both sides was tremendous, and yeah, I mean, we tried hard. You know, we missed a few opportunities throughout the game to score points. That's what Origin's all about. It's about taking opportunities when they arise, and we didn't quite do that tonight. Two tries all, so you know we live to battle another day.
What can you tell us about Cooper Cronk?
Unfortunately, Coop's suspected broken arm, so he's going into hospital tonight, and hopefully, if it is a broken arm, we're pretty certain it is. He'll operate on tomorrow. Yeah, so disappointing for Coops.
How did you find that now when he went off with that throw-out structures, obviously daily?
Oh, we're lucky in the fact we had Daly, yeah, and it does a little bit, you know, throws you off, and you know, it takes your bench to 3. You know, in this sort of environment, it makes it difficult for the players, but, you know, they handle it really well. You know, we played out our 10 replacements because of that, but that's not an excuse. You know, I still thought that, you know, we did enough to win that game. But New South Wales, to their credit, defensively were outstanding. Their scramble defence was, you know, fantastic, and I thought their kick chase was excellent too, which is, you know, a really good sign of their attitude, and, you know, they come ready to play and well prepared.
Cameron Cooper is your teammate. Was it a question just trying to cut down the emotion about that, you being on the injury and playing?
No, it was more about my teammate in this team rather than at the Storm, losing him the match tonight. And yeah, it's always hard when you lose a player, particularly your halfback, to injury. But as Mel said, you know, that's no excuse, and we've got a pretty capable replacement in Daly. You know, I thought he did a good job. Unfortunately, in that first half, we didn't have too many opportunities once Cooper went off. We're pretty much defending our own try line the whole time, but that's something that we need to improve on for next game. You know, I agree with what Mel said. At the end there, we had opportunities to score and possibly win the game with a conversion from Jonathan, but we didn't. New South Wales were very good on their try line. They kept turning us away, and it's an area we need to be better at next game.
How are you, Cam? How's the ankle?
Oh, it's a bit dusty at the moment, but you know, just got to see how it pulls up tomorrow, and we'll go from there.
How was that last week?
Yeah, well, just out on the field, it was pretty helter-skelter. You know, there's line breaks sort of from both teams, and you know, there's a lot of shift off the footy, and a lot of desperation from both sides. You know, just trying to hang in there, and that's what Origin's all about. It's just, you know, giving you your very best, and you've got a small amount of energy left at times, but you just got to throw that into whatever your team's doing at the time. But I've had several people already come up to me and say it's one of the best games of football they've ever seen, and you know, that's great for our game. It's great for the fans that turn up tonight, but it's still disappointing that we didn't get the result. But we know we can be better. We can be better than what we were tonight, and that's a positive for us.
Did you take faith a little bit from last year losing that first match, and or how big is it to lose that?
Well, we have been in this situation before, you know, so we're no strangers to being 1-0 down. It would have been nice to be 1-0 up, going to Sydney for game 2, but we're in a situation where we need to go down and win now, and we've got the players to do that. Obviously, we've got the staff to get us ready to do that, and we just need to bring the right attitude like we brought tonight. You know, we spoke about our starts, and I thought we were fantastic at the start. We were very good, so I was pleased with that, and I was pleased with the overall effort. You know, I was very proud of all of our players tonight and the effort that they gave to one another. But there's just some little areas that we need to be better at, and we'll work hard at that in game 2.
Mel, where do you look for a replacement for Cooper? Do you look at a utility player, or do you look at, you know, some of Dido's coming back?
Yeah, I would. Well, with the other selectors, you know, obviously we've got Daly there, and so that sort of fills a spot with Cooper, and you know, we'll probably go with a four forward bench. You know, so I thought Aiden was very good tonight. You know, his first up effort. You know, at Origin, I thought he handled himself extremely well, and all the other players handled him. There was no bad player out there from both sides, you know, so it'd be hard to drop anyone from the side, you know, so, you know, we'd probably go along those lines.
Now, anything in Laurie's game plan or execution that you surprised you tonight?
Oh, they shifted the ball really well, and, you know, put our left side under a fair bit of pressure, you know, with John. But again, you know, we talked about that at half time, and I think the boys talked about it on field as well, and I think we solved that really well. You know, the amount of effort that went into the first half, you know, defensively was outstanding by our guys, and you know, they showed great character to come in at half time in the position we were really, and so we talked about a few things at half time, and I think we fixed it up really well.
Jared Hayne, in attack, was he the difference?
Oh, it was outstanding tonight, but I thought Billy was pretty good too. I mean, I don't know how many breaks Billy made tonight, but he was outstanding. And you know, when you know, I mean, he was good for them, and I do all that praise for Billy for the way he performed tonight as well.
Well, do you think Josh Reynolds would be get a long man?
Sorry?
Josh Reynolds, do you think he deserves a long man for?
Oh, it's not up for me to make those decisions. You know, he's on report, so we'll see what the judicial process is going to be. So I'm not quite sure.
Blokes seem pretty fired up. Cam out there, was that?
No, I think that's the case whenever your teammate gets tipped up and gets put in those positions. But you know, we all know that it's up to the match review committee now to decide on Josh's future, and it's out of our control, so we don't need to really dwell on it.
Was that the most taxing you've ever felt after 80 minutes of an Origin game? Was it the unseasonably warm temperature out there, or was it just the pace of the game?
To be honest, no, it wasn't. I've been more tired than that in Origin games. I think the referee sort of allowed it a little bit more in the ruck tonight, where he could slow the play the ball down a bit. That was for both teams. No, pretty much the best answer was no. But at stages where you know that sort of continuous footy was happening, you know, a lot of boys were out on their feet. But yeah, it was nice to be a part of a great game like that. Unfortunately, we went on the right side of the scoreboard though.
You know, I think there's a lot of stoppages, long stoppages. To be honest with you, you know, maybe the game should have continued at times, but the referees chose to hold it up, you know, with guys going down injured or whatever.
So what suited you with the Blues having such an injury hit?
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I know with police and the dropout rules and things like that, you know, there's some fair time between, you know, restarts, but, you know, I'm sure that they'll get that right in the second game.
Mel, I know Cam was questioning the call at the time, but what was your thoughts on Jared Haynes' try in the first half of the year?
Oh, it's a touchy one. I mean, you know, it was line ball. I thought John still had his hand on Jared, you know, what I've seen of it all. So this to me constitutes double movement, but, you know, you live and die by those decisions sometimes at Origin footy, and, you know, we're at the wrong end of that. It was pretty hard not to change the decision when it was given a try anyway. The referees made a decision to give it a try, so we'll cop it. There's not much we can do about it now.
Cam, Laurie Daly detailed a lengthy injury that the Blues fear several of their players won't make it for Origin 2. Did you sense it out there? Did you realise that there were so many players that
I only knew one of the Morris boys was injured. I think he hurt his shoulder and scored a try, so was that Brett? Yeah, I think Brett sort of has done something to his shoulder, but I didn't know there was any other guys out there that were injured, so...
He's talked about Hodkinson, Josh Morris, amongst others.
Yeah, no, well, they kept turning up, so unfortunately for us, they kept turning up. Yeah, they must have been that bad.
Right, thank you.
Guys, I've got the judiciary results here, if I get that before you go.
What is it?